The sky isn't the limit for worker frustration at Boeing. Thousands of employees, members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, walked off the job. These aren't your average disgruntled employees. They build airplanes, big ones, the kind that carry hundreds of passengers across continents. This strike, however, has grounded Boeing's production lines, sending shockwaves through the aviation industry. What pushed these skilled workers to the picket line? The answer is simple: a deep dissatisfaction with Boeing's priorities and a growing chasm between executive wealth and worker realities. The strike is about more than just dollars and cents. It's about respect, fairness, and the value of labor in a company that seems to have forgotten its roots. For workers, this strike represents a line in the sand, a declaration that they will no longer accept being treated as mere cogs in a corporate machine. Boeing in recent years has enjoyed soaring profits. The company's bottom line has been bolstered by strong demand for commercial aircraft, particularly its popular 737 MAX. Yet this prosperity hasn't trickled down to the workers who make those planes a reality. Instead, they've witnessed stagnant wages, rising healthcare costs, and a growing sense that their contributions are being taken for granted. At the heart of the strike is a fundamental disagreement over fair compensation. The IAM argues that Boeing can well afford to provide its workers with substantial raises, pointing to the company's healthy profits and generous executive compensation packages. They demand wage increases that keep pace with the rising cost of living, ensuring that the people who build these incredible machines can afford to support their families. They argue that Boeing, as a major corporation, has a responsibility to provide its employees with a decent standard of living, not just meager wages that barely cover the bills. Their demands reflect a growing national sentiment. Workers are tired of being squeezed while corporations rake in record profits. They want their fair share. The anger on the picket line runs deep, fueled by a sense of betrayal. Workers point to past concessions they made to help Boeing weather tough times, only to be met with what they perceive as corporate greed when times are good. They claim Boeing promised improved compensation when profits rebounded, but those promises, they argue, have gone unfulfilled. Adding insult to injury, Boeing has ramped up its stock buyback program in recent years, a move that enriches shareholders and executives, but does little to improve the lives of its workers. Workers see this as a slap in the face, a clear indication that Boeing is more concerned with enriching Wall Street than investing in its workforce. We're the ones who build these planes, who put in the sweat and long hours, one worker on the picket line told reporters. But when it comes time to share in the success, we're left with crumbs while the executives feast. The strike has shown a harsh light on the disparity between executive compensation and worker wages at Boeing. While workers struggle, the company's top executives enjoy multi-million-dollar compensation packages. This disconnect has fueled worker resentment. They see the opulent lifestyles of Boeing's top brass as a result of their own stagnant wages. It's a slap in the face to see the CEO making millions while we're struggling, another worker remarked. This sentiment reflects a growing national debate about income inequality. The strike has had immediate and far-reaching consequences, sending shockwaves through the aviation industry. Production of Boeing's 737 MAX, the company's cash cow, has been significantly impacted. The 737 MAX, already grappling with the aftermath of 2 fatal crashes, now faces further delays and uncertainty, leaving airlines scrambling to adjust their schedules and manage frustrated passengers. The strike has also disrupted Boeing's intricate supply chain. With production lines at a standstill, suppliers are feeling the pinch, forced to idle their own operations and brace for potential financial losses. The strike is a stark reminder that even in a globalized economy, the power of collective action can bring a behemoth like Boeing to its knees. Boeing's plea. Back to the bargaining table, please. Faced with mounting pressure from airlines, investors, and the White House, Boeing has called on the union to return to the negotiating table. the company has expressed a willingness to continue discussions, hoping to hammer out a deal that satisfies both sides and gets production back on track. However, Boeing remains steadfast in its defense of its initial offer, arguing that it is fair and competitive. The company points to the wage increases and benefit enhancements included in the proposal, claiming that they address the key concerns raised by the union. However, for the workers on the picket line, actions speak louder than words. They are demanding more than just words. They want to see concrete action that reflects their value to the company. The Boeing strike's broader significance. The Boeing strike is more than just a labor dispute. It's a microcosm of broader economic and social trends sweeping the nation. It highlights the growing income inequality that has come to define the American economy, where corporate profits soar while worker wages stagnate. The strike also underscores the decline in union power in the United States. Once a potent force in advocating for worker rights and fair compensation, unions have seen their membership and influence dwindle in recent decades. The Boeing strike is a reminder of the vital role unions play in holding corporations accountable and ensuring that workers have a voice in the workplace. The outcome of this strike will likely have implications for labor relations across industries. A victory for the Boeing workers could embolden workers elsewhere to demand better pay, benefits, and working conditions. Conversely, a defeat could further erode union power and embolden corporations to resist worker demands. Charting the course ahead. As the strike drags on, both sides face increasing pressure to reach a resolution. Boeing is eager to resume production and minimize the financial fallout from the work stoppage. The IAM, however, is determined to secure a fair contract for its members, even if it means enduring a protracted strike. The outcome of the negotiations will depend on several factors, including the willingness of both sides to compromise, the level of public support for the strike, and the potential economic impact of a prolonged work stoppage. If both sides can find common ground and agree on a compromise, a deal could be reached relatively quickly. However, if neither side is willing to budge from its demands, the strike could drag on for weeks or even months, further disrupting the aviation industry and potentially impacting the broader economy. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this labor battle could have lasting consequences for Boeing, its workers, and the future of labor relations in the United States. Solidarity takes flight. Join the conversation. The Boeing strike is a stark reminder that behind every successful corporation are the workers who make it all possible. Share this video, discuss it with your friends and family, and let's work together to build a future where all workers are treated with dignity, respect, and fairness. If you found this video helpful, please like it, hit the subscribe button, and click the bell icon to get all the updates. Your support helps me create engaging content consistently.